Hello, Scorpio. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly lying to you tarot card reading. Who's lying? That's what I want to know. And we're gonna find out with the astrology reading cards, followed by bum ba dum bum bum. I'm gonna use the archetype cards, and then we'll do a tarot spread. So here we go. Let's get your first card. After a little bit of shuffling, I'm telling you, this is uncanny. This indigestion. Every single time I start a reading, at the beginning of it, it's like my throat clears. It's like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what happened to you? What's the matter with you? What's going on in there? All right, so let's have a look at your first card. Oh, ooh, look at you! Look at you! The energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Keeper of the secrets now. I get it. Because we're trying to figure out who's lying. And you know how to lie. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying you know how to do it if you're going to do it well. And so you can spot a liar. If not in action, intuitively, psychically, you can sense it. Your next card, Virgo. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. You got an earth sign. And Virgos are known to be very secretive. They let you know what they want you to know. And that's it. You don't even know that there's something to know if they don't want you to know about it. Alright. Now let's have a look at the archetype cards. Figure out the make model of this person. What vibe are they running with? Let's have a look. All of the decks that I use are in the description. Just a reminder. These are the archetype cards, and here is companion. Light attributes: loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Shadow attributes: betrayal by misusing confidence, loss of personal identity. Ain't that a pet peeve of a Scorpio? Like, I'm telling you, you know the tricks. You know what they're up to. Is a companion of yours lying to you? If not them, someone be lying about situations involving them. So let's have a look at the Oceanic Tarot. Figured it out. Let's figure it out. I really do feel like it may be a Scorpio or a Virgo, but it could be somebody mirroring those energies. Very secretive signs. And whenever you get a sign that is your own, it's like, okay, you gotta look from within. It's right in front of you. Probably just not noticing it. Alright, let's have a look at your first card. The Sun in reverse. There it is. Another reminder to look within, because you gotta check the ego. You might get too spiritually confident and be like, nah. If anything was up, then I'd sense it. And it's like, nah. You gotta let go. You gotta let go to be receptive. And the Sun is associated with Leo. You love Leos. And this represents happiness, but it also represents a healthy ego, which is why I was referencing earlier. And, once that ego's out of check, you know what happens. Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. Let me let you gain strength, you heinous monster, because I want to prove how strong I am. And then he nearly done mash up the entire planet. Just because of your pride. Because of your pride? Then we have the Lovers. Second major arcana. And this is interesting because Leo precedes Virgo. Virgo's planetary ruler is Mercury. The Lovers are associated with Gemini. Gemini's planetary ruler, Mercury. Seeing connections here. Connections happening. Alright, but yes, this is about choices. Happiness and choices. Maybe losing the ego. Partners involved. Ace of Wands. Followed by the Chariot in reverse. And finally, the Magician in reverse. I don't like the smell of it, guys. I don't like the smell of it. Because some of you guys do have a companion, partner, relationship, situationship, friends with benefits, you name it. And I feel like they're not being completely truthful, and it may have to do with not even just their ego. It's just like they can't face that scene. They're not confident enough. They're not a strong-willed person enough to face what is supposed to be necessary, whether tough or not. And this may be seen as betrayal. It may be seen as a secret being held from you, even if it's just like, I was scared. I was scared to tell you. You're Scorpio. I'm terrified. But that may be seen as a, hey, you're lying, you know? And here with the companion, the shadow attribute here was betrayal, misuse of confidence. And that is the Scorpio pet peeve of relationships. If you betray them, it's over with, and there's revenge on the way. We see the duality of the people in the Sun card, the Lovers card, and the Chariot card. And action is happening on each card. We have choices here, and which means that, you know, this is, again, the companion, the soulmate. The Lovers represents that soulmate energy, but this is about partnership. This is about doing right by someone else and yourself, or what's in the best interest of both parties. And is this a case of cruel to be kind? Is this why you're being lied to? In the name of a heart-centered decision? I feel like maybe the heart-centered decision is coming clean, right? Because only then can you have growth. We have the Ace of Wands here, which is like, okay, so we can get something started now that a decision has been made. But you see that somebody's a little distracted by their own ego. So they may have some selfish intent, this person that's lying. You know, they may be trying to like hold you off. They want you around, but they're trying to hold you off. But, you know, once you get something started, there's growth, there's expansion, there's excitement. But I feel like this really does look like one of those like situations where this person may be lying about how they truly feel. Their ego, their happiness is in question. They don't know if they'll be happy. You know, they have doubts about the relationship. And like if they're forced to make a decision, then it's like, I got to make a heart-centered decision. Okay, well, we pretty much know what that's going to be. But, you know, I don't know if I, A, want to face that scene. B, I don't know if I want to stop having fun, having a great time. And B, it's like if I move forward into something that, and I say, okay, yeah, let's do it just to make you happy, we could have like a lack of motivation here. This person's in their feelings. This person is in their feelings. The Chariot is associated with Cancer, and Cancer is associated with the Moon. Moon changes every 2 days, right? So the moods are up and down, and it's like, I don't know, you know, I don't know, wishy-washy and whatnot. But upright, it's a very determined card. It's a very, I know what I'm doing. I'm making a grand entrance. I'm making it look like cute while I do it. But this is a very kind of wishy-washy situation to get to the ultimate goal. And I feel like this person knows what your goal is. They're being wishy-washy about that goal. Even if they give you the title, even if they give you some sort of growth, it feels like, okay, yay, that's good. That's what we want. That's good. But I feel like there's just too much element of secret life, secret feelings, hiding the truth, having to make a decision in the best interest of people. It feels like what's being hidden is the true feelings of it all. And there's a lack of motivation. You'll see it because actions speak louder than words. And when we see a new start, like, oh yeah, you got the label, or this is not true. I'm telling you, how you feel is not what you're picking up. What you're spiritually picking up because you're a water sign is not true. And then you see the actions, and the actions are a lack of motivation, a lack of drive and determination to put energy into the situationship. It feels like a lie. It feels like what you're saying doesn't match. It feels like a lie. And also, this is manifestation. This is, hey, again, another discrepancy between what you say and what you do, because the magician is supposed to give you the tools to do what you're going to do to completion. But this magician in reverse can be very manipulative and send you on a wild goose chase to buy time before you come back. Like, you know what I mean? When somebody goes, okay, let me give you this phone number, dial this number for some help. And then they go, oh, okay, let me send you to this line. And then you wait 20 minutes and then you get to this line. Like, oh, let me send you to this line. It's like, that's what the magician would do. Just for entertainment, just because, you know, he can, and you wouldn't know any better. Because the fool is unmanifested potential when he meets the magician in his journey. And he, you know, he could be a wise guy and be like, okay, why don't you go all the way down that cliff and then come back up and then I'll tell you what's going on. Or he could just be like, here's some bus tokens. But when he's in reverse, you better believe, making things a little bit more tricky. That's not to say, and the Magician is associated with Mercury, communication, again, communication style, and so is Gemini and Virgo. So it's all about communication and maybe a lack thereof, and manipulation in the communication, the action speaking louder than words. If you see a lack of motivation on their end to, you know, be forthcoming, to be honest and upfront and transparent, you know that there's a red flag up in there with the lying. What is you lying about? But at the same time, do you really want to probe when they're lying about stuff? Are you entitled to the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Can they have some personal thoughts before they make some decisions? You might want to let it wait. You might want to let it develop on its own. But we do see a lot of major arcana here. 4 of the 5 tarot cards are major arcana, so these are big themes. And it feels like this companion is, yes, important, soulmate potential, but communication seems to be a recurring issue here, and it's about making heart-centered decisions and not involving the ego. But this person can't help but include that ego. Scorpio is associated with Mars, and you got to worry that there's some flare-ups. Could be some volatile flare-ups. You know, Mars is aggression, hostility, but it's also magnetic chemistry, sexual energy, and all that stuff. And that might be something that has growth and potential. You guys might be exciting towards each other, but there may be some manipulation that you should be able to sense. You should be able to sense. There's water energy here. The Magician is manipulative, but again, Scorpio can be too, so they can sense it. Alright, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, share video, all that. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out a link in the description, as well, a link in the description to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop where I have all sorts of delicious candles that I've created. Actually, you know, I actually have a lot of candles. I should do a giveaway. I will do a giveaway soon. But yeah, go ahead and check out my shop. Give it a like, give it a whatever. And yeah, you guys should probably do that, because that's where I'll do my giveaway. I'll be like, go over to Etsy, and then yeah. Okay, you guys heard it here first, but it's probably gonna take me a while to get myself together and do that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.